Hey guys, it's Riku, and I wanted to make a topic on Sakurai's newest tweets, the impact and severity of the situation, and the fact that he made them in English is a pretty big deal. So, for anybody who doesn't know, this is Sakurai. This is the main guy who made Kirby. He's also the main guy who pretty much was the fighting force of why Smash Brothers even exists. If it wasn't for this guy, Smash would have never happened for the most part. Think of it like that. And this is his main Twitter account, and he pretty much posts from Japanese only because, well, he's Japanese. It makes sense, right? So the fact that he, on his own Twitter account, which primarily is Japanese only, goes out of his way to make it into English really shows you how bad the situation has gotten. So let's read the tweet in hand. He said, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's DLC lineup is now complete. This time the selection was made entirely by Nintendo. We'll get into that in a little bit. I decide if we can create a fighter based on their selection, then come up with a plan. And there's a follow-up tweet. It's great to dream about your favorite character joining the battle, and I appreciate your passion, but please try to stay on topic when replying to tweets, and refrain from flooding us and other users with requests we're not specifically asking for feedback. Thank you. And this was posted about 4 hours ago. And wow, that's a lot. It's already got tons of likes too. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. So this to me tells me that it's gotten really bad with this new Smash Ultimate. If he had to go out of his way to do this. So let's talk about it from a developer's perspective. I can't imagine having a fandom this fucking massive, because Smash Brothers is a big deal. Whether you like it or not, Smash Brothers is a big deal to a lot of people. I've been a fan since, before the 2000s when it came out in 1999 for the N64. I've played and owned every single Smash game. I'm a big fan. I'm a casual fan, but I'm a huge fan of the series. I've played tons and tons of hours, put tons and tons of hours into these games. I love them a lot. And the fact that Sakurai had to go out of his way to try to quench the really salty fanboys out there really goes to show you. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the last direct, I was kind of disappointed, especially because I was expecting a little bit more. Grinch Sleek aside, I know some people are gonna bring that up, be like, oh, you're just looking at the Grinch Sleek, even though that never happened. This particular situation I was a little bummed out of, but as a whole, this game is amazing. And the fact that I guess him and his staff are constantly getting harassed by fan requests and stuff, it just really goes to show you how much society in general, at least the internet today, is pretty vicious. I feel like there's just a lot of very angry, upset people out there because of this. And I can speak for myself that I have never attacked a developer because of something they did that I disliked. I just voiced my opinions in it. It's very blunt, but I don't attack them for it or relentlessly attack, contact them, be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I don't do that. And it's looking like Sakurai had to do it. That's pretty sad. But that aside, let's talk about something that I'm personally worried about, and it's the fact that he said that Nintendo was the one who decided these DLC roster characters. Yikes. I don't know how I feel about that. So there are three situations that could play out here with this situation. Situation one, Nintendo listens to the fandom and they give them everything they ever wanted as a fan request. That's a possibility. Possibility two is they are going to go super safe, and I think Piranha Plant might have something to do with Nintendo, or rather the other way around. I think Nintendo's like, we want Piranha Plant, so maybe they're going to start putting in like basic Mario stuff in there and like Zelda, like very popular IPs in there, just so that it's popular, because it's like, oh, we want King Boo or something, or Goomba. So they're going to put very safe characters, because Nintendo sometimes they do that with a lot of their other franchises. Or three, they just kind of just use this as a way to advertise a lot of stuff that they're going to put out here in the West in the near future for Switch, or franchises they want to be represented more of that just aren't picking up the ball here. They want to really start getting people to get excited like they did with Fire Emblem. Personally, I hope that it's either situation 1 or situation 3. I don't want it to be situation 2 where they put out really boring characters. As fun as Piranha Plant does look, he looks really, really fun and interesting. I don't want this game to go the route of boring characters. I think, honestly, a lot of the characters we wouldn't have today if it wasn't for Sakurai. So the fact that he isn't in the process of picking those characters' hand, I don't know what that implies. I don't know if it's because of something with Nintendo. I don't know if it's just he's tired and the stress is getting to him and he just wants to lay that off, or maybe Nintendo pushed it. I don't know. Personally, my theory is that Sakurai is just tired and he just wants to give it to Nintendo and not have to deal with it. Because if he says that Nintendo's the one to pick it up, he doesn't get the flack for it. It's them. So I guess that's my situation. There's no evidence to back this up. Obviously, this is just me, spouting what I think that's going to happen with Smash Brothers. I mean, I honestly don't know. I don't know how I feel about the situation. Nintendo could very well just go the safe route and just put characters that are just like basic, like Piranha Plant, or they're gonna put or they're gonna go crazy with fan service and just give everything that everyone ever wanted. Personally, I will say this: out of everything that's happened with Nintendo, please Nintendo, if I know it's too late to make a request anymore, but my hope is that at the very least, I hope that Banjo-Kazooie is in here. He's the one character that I want. There's obviously tons of other characters I want, but it's looking like it's not. It may or may not happen. But I really hope that Banjo-Kazooie is one of the characters. That's the one I want. That's my most highly requested character since like Brawl. I want it to happen. I want it to happen. But we're gonna have to wait and see. What do you guys think? Do you think that they're gonna play it super safe? Do you think that they're going to go ham with the fan service? I don't know. That's the thing. We don't know what they're gonna do since it's Nintendo. We don't know. Like, we never know. Sometimes Nintendo likes to give us what we want exactly, and then other times they just give a shit. They're like, hey, you don't like it? Fuck you. You're gonna buy it anyway. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh man, I just hope that whatever does happen, I hope that Sakurai does end up getting his rest. The guy looks like he's stressed out, and I just want him to chill. And I don't know what that means for the future of Smash or anything involving Sakurai. But regardless of what he does in the future with Nintendo, I wish him the best. I will always support him, and I've always loved his games. I love Kirby, the Kirby franchise. Kirby Air Ride. Even his more recent one is Kid Icarus Uprising. I love that on my 3DS. So whatever he does, I'm gonna be sticking behind him and buying his games because he honestly does care about the shit that he does. So, and yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. And that's just my thoughts. Peace, guys.